Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Men of Yoshiwara Kikuya, or Gyakuten Yoshiwara. We are on Chapter 8, The Stormy Wedding, Iroha-san's second season. Last chapter in his second season. Alright, I think he might have a normal ending and a super happy ending, so I'll check on that right after we finish this reading. So, sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
I've gathered you here today so that we'll be having a banquet to celebrate Kikuya's reopening.
He said something fun would happen tomorrow. Iroha-san told me that he was now announcing it in front of the people.
We'll invite regular people for free, and I'll also have a wedding ceremony for me and Misao.
Huh? We were going to have a wedding ceremony in Kikuya? He didn't tell me that.
Well, that's pretty sudden. I'll pay the full amount.
But I don't think we need to do it at the same time as Kikuya's reopening.
You gentlemen must have restored your energies, so please work hard now.
But...
I won't listen. I've already made my decision.
Oh, no!
It's better to just give up, no?
I feel bad for you, but I agree with Tokiwa. I wanted to have a modest wedding.
Our friends and acquaintances will come together all at once. Isn't it too much work for them to come again?
But...
And this is Kikuya, so the gentleman of the night will join our wedding too.
Ah, he was right. The people Iroha-san wanted to celebrate with couldn't leave this place. No matter what he said, he still wanted to celebrate with them. I understand why you're doing this, but please don't surprise me like that.
I also just love to look at the surprise on your face.
I told you not to say those things in front of people.
I'll keep that in mind. Well, anyway, things will be getting busy from now on. Let's get started.
Iroha-san clapped his hands and encouraged everyone, and as if responding to him, everyone started to get up and move. Iroha-san, I need to talk to you for a moment.
I'm coming.
Iroha-san's eyes were beaming as he walked out into the hallway. But I'm really sorry that this is happening so suddenly.
It's all right, isn't it? We actually have a lot of time and nothing to do. But, haha, I thought he wasn't the manager anymore, though.
Takeo-san looked happy.
I think he worked the most when we were preparing for Kikuya's reopening. When we had to negotiate, he did everything by himself. He was born to be a manager. It's quicker to do it by myself. It can't be helped.
Iroha-san said that as he returned.
You're probably right, though.
Everyone smiled wryly.
So, what did he report to you? You're not seriously going to hold a banquet for your wedding ceremony, are you? Of course I will. We'll lure the thieves out here today.
Will we be able to do something like that?
Of course. Azusa has already convinced them, so they'll come here on his advice. To make sure they stay, an order that no one can leave the island has been put out. You're the worst. I guess I knew that, though. Whatever. I couldn't care in the least what you say about me.
He put his fringe to the side and looked to be proud of himself. I really like seeing Iroha-san being like that. And we started to prepare for the banquet. Everyone worked without breaks, so I bought cups of tea for them. You guys have been working so hard. Have some tea. Ah, Azusa-san. He looked away from me. What happened? Do you want to have some tea?
I don't need it.
He was standoffish to me. It was as if he had returned to the way he was when we first met.
You already have someone, so I need to give up, sorry.
After he said that, Azusa-san left. I wanted to chase after him, but I couldn't do that.
You hold yourself well.
Iroha-san, I'm not the right person to chase him. I put down the cup that I tried to give him to the side, and then I tried to pour for Iroha-san. Iroha-san grabbed my arm and pulled me into his chest.
Of course, you're my wife. I won't let anyone have you.
Yes, please be with me forever. I came close to Iroha-san and nestled my cheek into his chest.
You're acting like a cat.
I'm sorry. I want to be spoiled now. The future of Azusa-san as an ogre. He could be a gentleman like Iroha-san in the future. When I thought that he might not be able to talk about his worries and fight against loneliness, I felt sad and sorry for him.
You don't need to say that now. You can be spoiled whenever you want.
Iroha-san's arms hugged my body strongly.
Misao, I want to ask you again to make sure. Do you have any regrets to have a wedding with me?
Why are you asking me that all of a sudden? Of course I don't.
Well, I think my mother was also surprised.
I think so. But I'm happy that she's alive.
Even after knowing what kind of person she is.
Yes, like you said, she was an amazing person, though. I'm just filled with gratitude. I want to thank her for giving birth to you and giving you to me. When I said that, Iroha-san's cheeks turned red, and he kissed me.
I'm happy that you said that.
We chuckled at each other, and Iroha-san separated his body from mine. And then he sat up straight and looked directly at me.
Misao, it's definitely embarrassing to say this to you again, but... will you marry me, Hideo Misao-san?
His unexpected words made my heart beat fast, and I felt like the blood flow in my body reversed. Yes. Yes. It felt really embarrassing, but I wanted to say it clearly to him.
I think I already knew your answer, but I feel relieved to hear that. We'll finish everything and be happy.
Yes. The banquet would start soon. After preparing, we invited people from the shops in Yoshiwara, and an opening performance began. Gentlemen from Kikuya were serving sake and dishes. Comfortable music was played, and dances were presented to pleasure their eyes. What an extravagant banquet it was! If the thieves didn't come, I could stay in this dream for a while. And the boss of the thieves might be Iroha-san's mother.
Well, it's about time to start. Misao, you should watch from a distance.
Okay. I leaned up against the wall and stared at the parlor room. And then... Azusa-san came into the room. The thieves, all dressed in black, appeared behind him. What is all this in here?
I took you guys to the parlor room by mistake. I won't forgive you for this, even if it was a mistake, Azusa. So, why don't I catch these stupid thieves now?
Iroha-san raised his hand, and the policemen who were waiting in the other room came into the room at once. It's a trap!
Were you trying to escape from here?
Takeo-san blocked the way that the thieves tried to escape through.
I don't usually do this kind of thing, so I'm not sure I can do well, but...
After he said that, he tripped the thief, and after he fell, Takeo got on top of him.
Great, I'll do my best then. I'll also try out my training.
There are people in the way, too! They were rounded up quickly. We should take a hostage! Azusa-san turned pale and ran to Iroha-san. That's right. He did fortune-telling about Iroha-san. Run away, Iroha-san! I also started to run without a second thought. I ran towards Iroha-san. There's a woman, capture her! His fortune-telling was wrong? I didn't have time to think about it. I had to run away now. Their target was me? In the next moment, I heard the sound of them falling over from behind me.
Just as I expected, your fortune-telling didn't come true.
No, why? Iroha-san...
Are you okay? I told you to hide yourself.
But I thought you were in danger.
There's a trick to it. Azusa, if you understand, stop touching me without permission.
Why? Azusa-san was dumbfounded. Meanwhile, the thieves were being captured, and there was one person left, a female thief, their boss.
I didn't expect that you could ever betray me, Azusa.
It's over. My purpose isn't going to help you steal. They look similar. When I compared her to Iroha-san, I could see the resemblance.
But I didn't get a souvenir.
Really?
You're something else.
Iroha-san separated from me and came close to her. And then he shouted,
Mother.
"Mother!" The two voices overlapped and echoed throughout the parlor room. What did he just say? I wasn't the only one to think that. What did you say just now? Everyone was frozen with surprise, and then Takeo-san asked that question.
I heard mother from both of you.
Everyone couldn't hide their surprise and looked at Iroha-san, Azusa-san, and the female thief. I knew the boss was Iroha-san's mother, but Azusa-san, you're... She is my mother. I'm Iroha's mother, too.
That means...
You finally realized it. Azusa-san is your younger brother. Even you, Iroha, finally got surprised. She had a satisfied smile on her beautiful face.
Honestly, I was surprised that Azusa-san is my brother, but that's not the problem. Why did you do these things to me, Mother?
Of course, it's revenge. Huh? What did she just say?
Revenge doesn't sound peaceful. What does it mean?
Everyone held their breaths and watched to see what was going to happen.
I think there are people who don't know about it, so I'll explain. Personally, I don't really want to admit this, but...
Iroha-san spoke with bitterness in his tone.
She's the woman who gave birth to me. Everyone, please call me Sange. So, why did you do these kind of things? You're asking me why? I can't let you say that you don't remember. I don't remember. No, you must. Just give it some deep thought. I only remember that you taught me how to steal and cheat.
Iroha-san, I didn't think a conversation between a child and mother after a long separation should be like this.
I'm disappointed you really forgot.
Oh, okay, so Sange is his mother. I'm sorry, I've been reading it weird. Anyway, let's continue from here. Sange is the female, and they just start showing it. It's just Iroha was going back and forth between forms. Okay.
I talked about you living together a long time ago, and you rejected me. It's revenge for that. Is that the only reason you did all this?
Only? You're dismissing a mother's wish to live with her child with only?
Yes, I am. You should say those kind of things after you become a decent mother.
Hey, both of you, please calm down a little. It wasn't just my imagination that everyone was gradually distancing themselves from them.
So, why do you decide to carry out your revenge at this time?
Of course, because I heard you'll get married. I thought I would teach you a lesson, since you didn't inform your real mother about it.
How disappointing. That's why I didn't inform you about it, though. So, when did you find out?
Well, I sometimes want to eat gentlemen, so...
How disappointing. You're too old for that.
She was wilder than I expected, and everyone looked at Iroha-san with pity. When I looked at Azusa-san, he also remorsefully cast his eyes down.
But you're still interested in your son's wife.
Yes, of course, because I've come to have much personal experience with this sort of thing. Iroha's mother looked at me.
What are you going to say to her?
I'm not trying to eat her or anything. She came close to me and stared at me like she was evaluating me.
Misao-san, you've experienced a great deal of fear this time, right?
Yes.
To get married and share your life with Iroha,
that means that you have to live with fear until you die, or even after you died. Mother, I wanted to ask if you were prepared for that, but I think you're ready for that. Yes. With her unexpected words, I was suddenly about to cry. I want you to make a great family with Iroha, since he's never had that kind of family before.
What are you saying? You're the person who left me here.
Because you hated your job.
You're something else. Misao, you don't need to call this person mother. Okay?
I can't do that, because she is your precious mother, Iroha. Iroha-san smiled wryly, but somehow acted sly with a hint of happiness in his expression. He said bad things about his mother, but still cared about her.
So, you came here to see how I was doing, so I want to hear your opinion about her. Well, let's see.
Her eyes shined sharply. My heart started to beat intensely from nervousness and anxiety.
I think she's a great lady.
Thank you so much. His mother complimented me with a smile on her face that's similar to Iroha's. I felt so happy with her words that my heart trembled.
Of course she is, because she's the lady that I'm madly in love with.
Iroha, I want you to become a more decent man.
That's impossible because you're my mother.
They kept fighting like this for a while. I suddenly looked at Azusa-san standing next to me. He was watching them with indignation as they kept arguing. You don't look like your mother, Azusa-san. Everyone probably felt the same way, so everyone nodded.
It's embarrassing, so don't say that.
Okay. I didn't know what to say back to him.
Iroha, from the start you lacked self-awareness as an ogre.
Wherever we went, there wasn't anyone who didn't know you. The more famous you became, the more danger you were in. What she said just now pierced through my heart.
What happened?
I heard that Azusa-san came to this island because he was being targeted.
That's a lie.
I felt relieved, but I was still worried about what she said before. I made up my mind and was about to ask her about it, but Iroha-san tapped my shoulder.
Today is our celebration. You should only talk about something happy.
But...
This is our wedding ceremony, right?
Well, I guess we can talk about the other stuff later, so I'll just make him happy and nod. I understand.
I'm sorry, but I want you to forget about this for now and just enjoy yourself.
Misao-san, I will talk about the things that you want to talk about someday. But don't forget this. The fact that Yoshiwara is the safest place to be in hasn't changed. I actually planned to leave Azusa here after he reached a certain age. For a moment I felt that I caught a glimpse of her motherly side. If I had a child, would my child become an ogre and be in danger too?
What?
No, it's nothing. Azusa-san was able to live on the mainland. It's okay, because I would protect our life here.
We need to finish the opening performance.
Because of the scuffle, the room was messed up, so Iroha-san ordered people to clean up the room.
Well, I guess I should leave now. Yes, right this instant. Some sort of son you are. If you're going to act so mean, then give me back those clothes. What do you mean? Those clothes are my gift to you. It's for your celebration.
What? How?
I didn't think he would take them directly from me, so I had a fire started in his room. You're something else. You can't even give a gift to someone without starting a fire?
That's why Iroha-san didn't know about those clothes.
Also, your clothes are my gift to you too, Misao-san.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about it because so much had been happening.
That's why I wouldn't take your payment. It was easy to figure out your size, too.
Yes, the clothes fit both my body and Iroha's body perfectly. Thank you very much for such beautiful clothes. I'll wear them with great care.
I want to say thank you too, but jeez, you caused quite a commotion.
His mother winked, and it looked exactly like Iroha-san.
By the way, the skull that Azusa-san has is your ancestor. You should pray to it. You're something else. You destroyed our celebration, and now you're about the deceased. It's important to revere your ancestors, and you haven't once visited their graves.
Both of you, we're having a celebration, so...
Oh yes, pardon me.
They both sniffed their noses and turned away from each other.
People were disturbing their graves and trying to steal their skulls, that's why I have it here. It's natural to revere your own clan, It's a good opportunity for you to pray. I told you that we don't need to talk about that right now. Some sort of son you are. You're so stubborn. What you're saying is nonsense. Mother, you're going to cause trouble if this keeps up. Azusa-san voluntarily pulled her arm, bringing her out of the room. Hey, I'm not done talking yet. You should also greet him as his younger brother. I'm okay. If I were to describe her with a simple praise, I'd say she's an amazing person, that's all. Wait. You guys should give everything that you stole. You guys should give everything that you stole on this island back to us. I've already arranged for that, don't worry. May we interrupt you? Huh? Suddenly a few police officers tie her arms behind her back. What are you doing to her? You ask what I'm doing? They're thieves. They have to be arrested. The policeman's words sounded merciless as they echoed through the parlor room. It's true, they did commit crimes. But... His mother suddenly broke the heavy silence. Since taking on this job, I was always prepared for this. But... A mother and her child finally saw each other after being separated for so long. How could this happen? She said she would give everything back to us. What are you saying, Iroha-san? A crime is a crime. We received reports of damage, too. Even if they give everything back to us, that doesn't erase their crimes. I guess Iroha-san couldn't say anything back to that. I see. Well, I guess it can't be helped. I'm stupid for depending on the police, though. I was prepared for that, too. Both of them went outside with the police officer. Iroha, are you okay with this? Of course, it's their crime. If you're stubborn now, I think you'll regret it later. Me? I don't care about what'll happen to a mother like that. That's not what the look on your face is saying. Yes, we should go after them right now. I don't think they have any substantial evidence from the houses that were robbed. So it won't be too bad, even if they're arrested. Like this. But they're famous thieves on the mainland, aren't they? He was right. I didn't know how many crimes had been charged against them. Iroha-san, now was our only chance to save them. We couldn't erase their crimes, but I couldn't just watch them get arrested without doing anything. I'll make one last futile struggle for them. We went outside after Iroha-san. There may be nothing that we could do for it, but that we could do something. What? Why is everyone gathering together like this? When we went outside, all the townspeople that came to the banquet had started to gather. No, you guys should go inside and enjoy yourselves. Go inside? Well, we all came here today to celebrate, you guys, right? Iroha-san ran off by himself, and everyone felt worried and looked at me. I've never seen Iroha-san like this before. Something happened to him, right? Something happened to him, right? I wasn't sure if it was okay to tell them myself. Tell us what happened, please. Iroha-san has always helped us. If he's having trouble now, we want to help him too. Everyone, please, don't get upset and listen to me. I told them that we caught the thieves and that we found out that they were Iroha's family. I then explained that they were just arrested by the police and Iroha-san ran after them. I didn't know how they would react to that. I felt worried and couldn't look at their faces. Now that you mention it, we saw a police officer walking before. That's him. If we move quickly, we might be able to catch up with them. Let's go. Everyone. My chest started to warm up. I felt happy that everyone tried to do something for Iroha-san. The townspeople desperately ran after Iroha-san. I also ran after them, and when I did, the gentleman also started to run with me. I didn't expect Iroha was such a popular guy. I can't say he has a good personality, though. Absolutely, but they're chasing after him altogether, too. So, I guess we can't really say anything. He's right. Everyone loves Iroha-san. Please, please let them go. Just this once.
Iroha-san bowed deeply at the gate. There stood a man who was worried about his relatives. Please, I'm begging you. I stood next to Iroha-san and bowed.
I can't do anything about it, even if you guys beg me. I will reform them, and of course I'll make them return everything they stole to their owners. If I get my stuff back, I'll take back my damage report.
What are you saying?
If there are no damage reports, then you don't have a reason to arrest them, right?
That's right.
We don't give a damn about the rules on the mainland.
Hey, hurry up and release Iroha-san's family. The policeman probably felt scared by their voices, so he started stepping back.
Please, I'm begging you.
Iroha-san bowed deeply again to beg the officer. This is the first time I've heard of something like this happening.
So?
If this is being petitioned by everyone in town, then I have to listen. I'll release them. We did it!
Because of your help, thank you, everyone.
I'm glad. I'm really glad. We held each other's hands to share our happiness.
Misao, can you forgive me?
What are you talking about?
I left in the middle of our important wedding ceremony. I'm a foolish guy.
What are you saying? We should take them to the port before they discover their own crimes, no?
All right, that's great. We can't go with you from here.
Ah, yes, that's right. The world of the gentlemen of the night could not go beyond this point.
I caused a lot of trouble for you guys. It was a bit too much, just for an argument between family members.
You guys should do this on a smaller scale next time.
Yes, I'll try my best.
Iroha-san bowed to them to express his gratitude, and then he went back to the town. Everything that had been stolen was given back to their owners. We said goodbye to them. Thank you for everything that you've done for us.
You should clearly apologize.
Iroha-san scolded him. Azusa-san looked awkward and hesitated to open his mouth. Thank you so much.
But, brother... Oh my, he actually listened to Iroha. How did you educate him as a mother? I just taught him to live freely, just like you.
Everyone was speechless after that, and then everyone started to laugh. The ship is coming now. I wanted to talk to them more, and I said goodbye to them with this sentiment. Mother, take care and be well.
Misao-san, you too. Please take good care of my son.
And I'm really sorry that I interrupted your wedding. It's okay. I'm happy that you came here to see us. Iroha-san and his mother really resembled each other. They were both awkward and had warm hearts.
Please, let me know when you'll come here next.
Yes, yes. Well, let's go then. Azusa-san looked at the island and went inside the ship with heavy steps. After him, his mother went inside the ship with light steps, and she opened her arms wide while on the deck. See you guys, from the bottom of my heart, I'm truly sorry for having caused you unnecessary worry. For as long as I live, I will not forget that you saved our lives. Her dramatic line made everyone smile a little.
Thanks to them, our wedding ceremony is completely destroyed.
You look happy, Iroha-san.
You know me well, Misao. You noticed my feelings. It's been 10 years since I last met her.
Iroha-san.
I thought that I would never be able to see her again.
I was about to ask him if he should go with her or not, and then I thought it was an unnecessary question, so I didn't ask.
Well, we should go back soon.
Yes. I nodded to him, and we then held hands as we went back to our comfortable house.
Our home is really the best, isn't it?
I was happy that Iroha-san's aroma still remained in the room. Yes, I also enjoyed staying in Kikuya, though. I could feel our atmosphere here. It felt like time passed slowly and peacefully here.
We should unpack our stuff tomorrow.
Iroha-san waved his hand to call me over. I felt a bit shy, but came close to him.
Come here.
You're going to tell me to come here, but should I sit on you?
You don't want to?
It's not like that. Well, all right then. Excuse me. With Iroha-san sitting on his knees in a formal position, I slowly sat down on him. If I'm heavy, I'm sorry.
I've been training enough so your weight is nothing to me.
I sat down on his knees, facing to the side. He then put his hand out to me, and Iroha-san took a bunch of my hair into his hand.
It's been a while since I touched your skin in this room like this.
While he was saying that, Iroha-san kissed my hair, cheeks, and earlobes. He touched many parts of my body with his kisses. He seems to like that I called him sly. You're always doing this to me, Iroha-san, you sly devil. Iroha-san wasn't the only one who wanted to touch someone in this room.
It gets me excited when you're aggressive. I like this, Misao. We should celebrate the fact that everything was taken care of without incident.
Yes. I put my arms around Iroha-san's neck, and his arms held me back and hugged me. And then Iroha-san and I kissed. Oh, I thought that chapter was the last one. All right, well, it's not, so we have one more chapter. I'm getting a bad feeling, and that doesn't sound super happy for some reason. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the regular happy ending or the super happy ending, but we shall see. So please come back for the next video, or perhaps take a look at some of my other videos. I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.